Good Lord, I was looking forward to parking the truck for the day and just relaxing and, just chilling out, having a nice calm night. But the news cycle never stops with old Donald Trump now, does it? We've got more to talk about as now Matt Gaetz has apparently dropped out, has removed his name for consideration from being the United States' next Attorney General. And like I said, I was just going to really enjoy my night, Donald Trump. Just another way Donald Trump likes to screw over the working class, right? I spend all day driving the damn truck, and then I got to stand here and make another video because here we go again. The fun just never ends with these clowns, does it? It's amazing. Oh boy, so we got to talk about that. Matt Gaetz is no longer in the running for Attorney General. Real quick, I just want to talk about something that's amusing to me. My friends, boy howdy, I have summoned the neckbeards with this channel. My God, I'm over here just minding my business, and they go, "You, sir, I see you've been making bold claims on the internet, and I am challenging you to a debate, and I will have you know I can refute every claim you are making." Good grief. What the hell is going on with these people? But I found them. They found me, rather, and here we go. I just want to say real quick, listen, I'm a working class dude. I drive the truck all day. I run 2 YouTube channels, and I really don't have a lot of time to debate with internet dorks. But a funny thing had happened. I had started into a debate because if you guys do know me from my old channel, I know we got some new people that have never met me before coming in. I like to argue in the comment section. I don't mind it at all. I kind of have fun with it. But I did start into a couple debates with some people, and they just started lying repeatedly. How convenient. I can also refute every claim you make if I just lie my ass off. What's the use in using the truth? That would be absolutely crazy. Oh boy, it's gonna be a wild ride. I know that for sure. We are going to have a good time around here. So Matt Gaetz has decided to withdraw from the Attorney General, and I want to say to my Republican friends and my Trump supporter friends, you're welcome. I expect my thank you. Look, I'm not saying that Democrats necessarily prevented this, but we will do our best, my friends, since we can't find anybody on the Republican side to grow a spine, nut up, and stand up to Donald Trump. We will do our best to be the guardrails for the Republican Party as Donald Trump tries to take you even more off the rails than he did the first time he ran for president under your party. Remember when he hijacked the Republican Party? No, we don't remember that. That's all made up. That's all completely made up. But we will do our best to apply public pressure and be judgmental pricks if we have to, while you guys work on figuring out your backbone, your spine, whatever problem you're having over there with standing up for yourself. We will apply pressure on this side. Now, listen, I want to be honest with you. We cannot all by ourselves stop the absolute insanity of Donald Trump. So every once in a while, we're going to need you to step up your game, all right? When he starts saying some crazy shit over there, like Donald Trump does, right? We're going to need you to every once in a while just step up and say, hey, this isn't right. Just put your loyalty to Donald Trump aside and say, if this was not Donald Trump, would I accept this? And then just every once in a while, help us out. We can't do this all on our own. So who knew that touching children was going to be looked on negatively? Apparently Matt Gaetz and the Republican Party didn't know because they thought this was just going to be a slam dunk. Or did they? Who's really sure? Because a lot of people are saying that this was just a test. Matt Gaetz was just a test to see how low we would go exactly and what we would allow him to get away with. He found out that the bar set a little too low with Matt Gaetz, according to some sources out there that are saying stuff on the internet, and I take everybody that speaks on the internet for their word. They're speaking the fucking gospel to me. But that's what we've heard anyways, is that may have been a test. But good news, we still have Russian asset Tulsi Gabbard running for her spot, whatever the fuck that is. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to cover whatever shenanigans she gets into. But can I just ask you guys something? Like, I don't mean to be a judgmental prick necessarily, but is it too much to ask for y'all to keep your hands off the children? Why does this keep coming up? For years and years, you guys have been calling Democrats just absolutely nasty, disgusting names, saying that we do things that we're not doing, and it turns out it was projection the whole time, and it turns out that in the Republican Party and the Donald Trump cabinet, sex crimes might be a requirement to participate. I'm not really sure because it just keeps on happening over there. Can we stop? Is that too much to ask? Can we look at that and say this is a deal breaker? And right now I'm being serious. I'm not always a serious person on these videos, but can we look at this and say, hey, that person is in the middle of being investigated, innocent until proven guilty, okay? I'll agree with that. He's in the middle of being investigated for trafficking, human trafficking. Can we just say, until that gets sorted out, this is going to be a deal breaker for us? I don't think I'm asking too much now, am I? Not really sure. It's hard to tell these days. Reality's gotten pretty fucking distorted over the last several years under Donald Trump's absolute lunacy. But I'd like for us to just say, hey, this is going to be a deal breaker for us. We're not going to entertain the kid touching things. I mean, I understand it worked for the Catholic Church, but we can do better, right? We can do better as a country, I think. So anyways, yeah, I don't really know what to think of this, because I think people might be right. I think the people out there that are saying this is just a test, it could be a number of different tests. Donald Trump could have been testing the loyalty of the Republican Party to him by picking Matt Gaetz and seeing if they would confirm him. I do not know what might have changed that convinced Matt Gaetz to pull out of well, you know that's not what I meant, right? You know that's not what I meant to say. This is not the time for jokes, my friends. You guys need to calm down on the other end that might be laughing right now. What caused Matt Gaetz to withdraw from that? There must have been something that came out. Something, the report was going to come out. Any number of things could have been happening that caused Matt Gaetz to decide that he wasn't going to go through with it. Maybe pressure from Donald Trump's camp saying this just isn't going to work out. There's certain things that we really can't get through. And hopefully that's the case. Maybe they came to their senses and said we shouldn't do this. But it's still disappointing, because we all know why Donald Trump wanted Matt Gaetz to be the Attorney General, and that is because Donald Trump just can't help himself when it comes to committing crimes. He likes committing crimes over and over because Donald Trump is a criminal, and he knew that if he could get Matt Gaetz in there, Matt Gaetz being his little lapdog that he is, he would go in there and make all Donald Trump's crimes go away, and of course Donald Trump could make his crimes go away also, and it's a win-win for them and not the rest of us, is what's happening. Don't know what happened. I don't know, because he resigned from Congress. He can't just reclaim his seat, can he? I don't know. That's something I need to look into some more. I had only heard a few people briefly talk about it, but nobody really said for sure. I think that'd be hilarious if he couldn't. He's just out the door now, and oh well, fuck him. Who cares? We don't need him around anyways. Boy, it's just a lot to wrap your head around, isn't it? I just can't really believe it. I would be very curious to figure out why this happened, what pressure was put onto whom to cause Matt Gaetz to make this decision. I suppose we'll probably never know. Trump sort of runs his organization same way the mafia runs, so we will never ever find out what is going on. But with that said, I guess the thing that we should be on the lookout for is, somebody mentioned this on another video that I would listen to. I'm not taking credit for it, and I don't have it verbatim, but they had mentioned that in Donald Trump's book, The Art of the Deal, is you try to do something really crazy, was basically the point. That way, when the crazy thing that you're asking for gets rejected, then the next thing you ask for doesn't sound as crazy. So maybe that's a thing to keep an eye on now. That Donald Trump may have just been putting Matt Gaetz up to look like a really crazy fucking option, so that the next option that comes out doesn't look as insane. Now, the news cycle moves very quickly under Donald Trump. I got chastised earlier because I had a video about Matt Gaetz and I didn't put in there that he had withdrawn from this, which he hadn't at the time that he did that. I had seen small rumblings so far of who the person is that he's picked, but I have not investigated it, so it may already be out by the time you're watching this video. I'm not really sure, and I'm sure it will provide hours of laughter for all of us before we all meet our untimely death at the irresponsible nonsense of Donald Trump that is sure to follow for the next 4 years. But we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what all's going on. But so long, Matt Gaetz. I don't miss you already. And I would like to say that I hope Donald Trump gets his head out of his ass and starts making good decisions. But we know that all of Donald Trump's decisions are at the, are there to help Donald Trump. I'm sure there's better words for that, but that's what I came up with. Where's Rudy Giuliani? Can we get Rudy in there to be the Attorney General? Now, that'd be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it? Mike Pillow. Hey, Mike Pillow. How about we get him to be the Attorney General? He's qualified. He's been selling pillows and peddling conspiracy theories for years now. So I think maybe we should get him in the cabinet. He's probably feeling real left out right now, isn't he? Because I haven't heard anything about him. I know I think he got the shit suit out of him. I don't remember. He went broke. But maybe he's living outside now, which is fine by me. I don't have any problems with that whatsoever. Anybody that's trying to sell out our country for their own personal gain and they end up broke and living outside, hey, I'm good with it. I have no fucking problems with that whatsoever. But anyways, I'll see you guys soon because the news cycle moves fast. Bye now.